I'm so tired. I'm so tired. It's not even funny. Good morning. It is 6 a.m. right now, and I have to run around to several art stores because it was sprung on like my classmates and I that we have to submit our work into a student gallery. To submit at least 2 pieces. I'm only doing 2. Honestly, I'm really grateful for the opportunity to present my work, but I'm just stressed because one of my pieces I'm submitting is literally huge. It's like 24 by 30 inches, and I have to shrink wrap it today. I've never shrink wrapped anything. And then I have another like ink piece that I'm submitting, but I'm gonna shrink wrap that in class tomorrow. How do y'all wake up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 7 a.m.? Like, I'm an 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. person. I'm like, y'all are so strong. Like, how do you physically wake up?
Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state. Can't wait for the longer day. Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state. Can't wait for the longer day. In the sun when I found you, the one you call. You got what I need and you always be turning my sky blue. But maybe I can't get to you. So why don't you come to stay? Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state. Can't wait for the longer day. Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state. Can't wait for the longer day. Go and open the door. And I've been waiting so long. The time for you has come. Why won't you show? The rain has been around for way too long. Cause baby, like, ooh, cause baby, like, cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state. Can't wait for the longer day. Cause baby, like, ooh, it's all another flower lane. The sun goes around the state. Can't wait for the longer day.
Good morning. Right now, I'm working on my portrait. This is so cool. My professor told us to print out a 8.5 by 11 photo, black and white, like selfie. And we're doing like a value study. So he really wants us to think abstractly and look at the shapes within the photo. And so I cut up my photo, and I numbered them on the back. And I'm just going photo by photo. Then once I'm done sketching, I'm going to ink it. So we're gonna do like an ink wash, do like a 4th cup of water, and then you drop a few drops of black ink. But it's really interesting, and I'll show you what it looks like so far. We're doing like a progress critique today. I'm not even like done. This project is actually due next week. I've had so much going on this week. Like, I've been so busy, so I've not had time to sit down and like do my art homework. It's not even due, so I'm like, but it's a critique and I want to be prepared. I just don't want to be embarrassed when I hang up my thing. Like, that's like, I didn't want my professor to be like, so you didn't start inking yet? I'm gonna be like, sir, if you have seen the stuff I've had to do this week, you will be like, oh my gosh, like, I've been so busy. Okay, this is what it looks like so far. It's really interesting. Like, just seeing how everything is coming together is really cool. Okay, so I'm just taking tracing paper and I'm tracing over these floral shapes. I did this painting when I was in high school, and my professor said that we can take like other elements from our previous work and incorporate it in this piece. And so I really like these shapes that I did. So I'm basically going to add these onto my canvas, but do them in embroidery instead of paint. And I really like the shapes on the perimeter of the piece, so I'm going to do that on my canvas now. I'm still heavily thinking about the people of Palestine, like heavily. I'm trying so hard to do my work right now. I have an art project due tomorrow, but it's like my heart is hurting so bad. We're boycotting companies that are funding you know what. I was trying to be very careful with my words before, but I'm just gonna lay it out plain and simple. Stop buying Starbucks. People are literally being dislocated from their families, grieving. There's so much loss right now, and you can't sacrifice Starbucks. All that money that you're taking and going to that place, you can take and support your local coffee shops, your local businesses. All that money that you're using, giving to this company, knowing that they are funding you know what. I'm seeing people not vocalize stuff. I'm seeing people still supporting companies that we should not be supporting. I'm like, there are people losing their lives, people hurting, and you can't sacrifice a product. You can't sacrifice your morning coffee at that certain company. You can't go somewhere else. Keep educating yourself, keep educating the people around you. You know, I have some people in my life right now that aren't really in tune with like the news, and they're not on their phones as much, and so they don't really know what's going on. So I've been communicating with them and trying to help educate them on what is going on. And so yeah, keep educating yourself, y'all. Do your research and try to show as much support as you can. Hello y'all, so I currently have an art project that is due tomorrow, and I've not worked on it this whole day. That's a problem. You know, I'm thinking of ways that I can support the Palestinian people. I was thinking of doing like a series of recreating Palestinian dishes. Cause y'all know I'm a foodie. I mean, I don't know if y'all know that. I'm a foodie. I'm trying to brainstorm different ideas to show my support and to learn more about their community. Like, I was really trying to brainstorm ideas of how to show my support, and to also, while showing my support, raise more awareness around the issue. Literally, I can make art. I'm an artist. Why did I not think about that? Like, a lot of my artwork is a lot of social commentary, a lot of personal commentary, and I'm like, literally, I should make something reflecting the injustice that is being done to the Palestinian people right now. I definitely want to do something art related and post about it, because I feel like a lot of times whenever I want to express my feelings on a topic, being an art person, I'd rather show you through my art than talk about it. Of course, I'm gonna open my mouth and talk about it, but I'm saying, like, I express my feelings a lot more through art, and so I think I want to do an art piece about it. Yeah, I love to talk through my art. I'm gonna post it. I haven't been, like, I've deleted Instagram from my phone because I genuinely don't like that app. It, like, hurts my mental health so much, so I just decided to permanently stay off of Instagram. But I think I am gonna go on Instagram and share you know, some posts just in support and, you know, raising awareness. I'm about to do my work. I really don't want to go to school tomorrow. Like, I really don't want to have a critique tomorrow. Like, I just want to stay home and do nothing. So I wrote out a whole plan. I always do that. This is just something that's, like, ingrained in me from literally high school. Like, my teachers, I was gonna say professor, my high school art teacher, she always made us write out our ideas or do, like, some type of thumbnails to get our concepts out onto paper. And I love that because I love art and I love writing, and this is how you combine that. So I traced out those shapes onto tracing paper with an ebony pencil, and basically I'm going to press it down and smooth it out and then redraw it, and it's going to transfer it onto here so that I don't have to redraw it on there. And then I'm going to embroider those. Okay, right now I'm looking at my sketch, my thumbnail that I did, and I'm picking which colors I want to go within these flowers. And I just learned a whole bunch of embroidery stitches, but I'm trying to see which ones fit. Like, I'm gonna use all these, but I'm wondering, I think this yellow looks nice with those too. They all have, like, a similar tone and tint to them. I wonder if this pink color, looks good, or should I do that one? I feel like I like this one, but I like this one with this, like, I don't know. These threads are beautiful too. Like, so pretty. Also, these blues are very beautiful. Okay, good morning. I know you hear my voice. Like, why am I sniffling? It's just my voice. I don't think I'm sick. My nose is just congested. I was just reflecting on the fact that I was not giving myself, I'm about to do some science homework, but I just want to share my thoughts with y'all first. I was reflecting on the fact that I was not giving myself grace on outwardly, like physically showing my support for Palestine. You know, I was beating myself up for not buying this and this and this and this. But I think the most important thing is showing your support and raising awareness verbally, right? Just because I don't have a little Palestine flag pin or this pin that says free the people of Congo or this or that does not mean that I don't support those communities. But I think it's more important that I educate myself on these issues. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people that don't know about it. You know, I'm seeing a lot of my classmates and a lot of people. I went shopping yesterday, and I saw a lot of people in Starbucks. And I'm just like, babe, if you don't know, then we need to be speaking more about it. But if you know, it's not very bright of you. Okay, I'm just gonna lay it out plain and simple. There's people literally, you know, and you're still funding a company that is supporting that. So, but also I posted a video about my thoughts on how I feel about the people of Palestine and in Gaza, and someone commented like, free Hawaii. I'm like, what is going on in Hawaii? Like, I already knew that tourism an issue, because the more tourists that visit Hawaii are pushing out the people that are native to the land. So I think they're furthering the damage of the land of Hawaii when tourists come. Also, you're driving up the prices, I think, and also the more people that tour Hawaii are pushing out the native people, and it's like you're messing up their opportunity to experience their land for you to visit for a trip. So that's why they're saying, like, don't come to Hawaii unless you live there. You know what I'm saying? I already knew that was an issue. I already knew that tourists and tourism was an issue in Hawaii. What's going on now? Like, what does the world come to? Like, there's been such a loss of humanity with all of these different things that are going on. Like, in Congo, for example, you know, I've been reading up about Congo, and basically, we as people who consume need to slow down our consumerism on electronic devices, because the more electronic devices and excessive devices we buy and purchase, that calls for the people of Congo to literally mine for more materials to make the devices we are demanding. So they're saying, you know, in act of support, they're saying, keep your devices for as long as you can, like your phones, your computers, your TVs. Mainly don't excessively buy devices, because that's calling for these people to go into the mines and collect materials to further support the making of these devices, and that's hurting them. I have not read that much about Sudan, so I'm going to read some more about that. And also, while I'm trying to bring more awareness to these topics, I also want to learn more about these communities as well. Like, I don't just want to speak about these specific issues, but I want to learn more about these communities in general. For example, like, for Palestine, I really want to learn, more about the Palestinian culture and food, and support Palestinian authors, and because I'm a book girl, I love books. So I want to support more of these communities long term, just to show my solidarity, my support for a long period of time. Educating yourself is so important, because knowledge leads to growth. So keep opening your mouth, because I think a lot of people, especially on TikTok, are questioning, well, why do I need to talk about this? Like, it's not, first of all, the people are saying it's not affecting me. That is such a heartless thing to say. You see a community suffering, going through so much pain and loss, and you say, well, it has nothing to do with me, so I'm not going to say anything about it. That is really heartless. Like, if you have to go through something personally for you to have compassion for the next human being, and not just already have compassion for them because they're hurting and suffering, that's really weird. Like, you should just feel for people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't know, like, me as an artist, you know, a lot of my art speaks volumes to people's realities, and specifically my art reflects my realities and what goes on in my mind, but I also want to open up my art to talk more about social issues. Like, I have some work detailing the Black Lives Matter movement and my perspective on that and stuff like that. And so, you know, I'm a very social commentary type of artist, and also a personal commentary artist. So I think, you know, my portfolio from here on out is going to speak on social issues and things that are going on around the world. So yeah, because, you know, whenever I do these art pieces and I present them in front of my classmates and my professors, I have to explain what it's about. So me explaining what that's about spreads more awareness on the issue and on what's going on, and it'll provide more eyes and ears. And it's just about spreading information. It's just about getting it out, sharing people's stories, sharing people's realities, because a lot of these people in these communities are like, nobody hears me, nobody sees me, you know, especially, you know, there was a Congolese man who did something just because he wanted people to see his community. You know, he was crying out for help, and he felt like nobody was seeing what's happening to their community. And so we, as the people who have access to research and information, we need to be megaphones. We need to be the ones that are amplifying what people are going through, because they don't have the access or the mobility to do so. We need to be more conscious of that, and this has definitely opened my eyes to the things that are happening around the world. I did not know any of this because there's not a lot of media coverage. It's mainly us, like, people spreading this information. I'm not seeing a lot of this on the news. I mean, I don't watch the news in general. I probably should start. I'm not seeing a lot of media coverage on these things, which is really weird, because, which I know why. It's a strategic thing. You know, if people are spreading information about what's happening in Palestine and Congo and Sudan and all these other places. Also, people are saying free Puerto Rico. I'm like, what's going on? See, there's so many other places that are going through so many things that I don't even know about, which is scary. Like, I need to be, like, we all need to be knowing about what's happening in these communities, in these places. Like, someone left a list on my video saying, like, on my TikTok video saying, free Hawaii, free Puerto Rico, free Congo, free all these other places. I'm like, I don't even know, and I want to know. Like, I want to know and do my research on these places. What's happening in Gaza, what's happening in Palestine, has really opened my eyes to what's happening in other places. And I'm like, from now on, I'm gonna try to be the most researched person ever, because the fact that I did not know that half these things are going on is really scary, because there's no media coverage on what's happening, and that's not good, because then people's realities and experiences aren't getting shared. I just want to talk about that, open my thoughts, and yeah, stay educated, try your best to do your research, and yeah. Y'all, look at my dog. He's so cute. Just chilling. He's just chilling. So I'm gonna do an art haul. Yo, that Snooze song by SZA, and it's featuring Justin Bieber. It's on my brain. Art haul. So I bought foam. It's spray foam. It's actually insulating foam. It's an assignment from my drawing professor, and basically we have to create a drawing using non-art materials. So that being said, I can't use art materials, meaning my professor does not want to see this canvas. I've attached fabric onto canvas, and she's like, I don't want to see the canvas. So I'm like, okay, so how can I mask this? Also, I don't like the structure. I don't like how boxed in it is, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna use insulating foam. I kind of want to make like this cool, organic, curvy frame, but I don't want it to be a box. I want it to be like curved. So I have to do some research on what I want to do with that. Kind of what it looks like when you spray it out. Okay. And then I'm gonna spray this in my room. I would go outside, but it's like cold outside and I don't really feel like doing that. So I'm just gonna spray it on this. We have this, I'm pretty sure I got a clip, but it's probably not a good clip. They have this huge section of like these really thin, really coolly made, that's not a word, coolly made, but these are very interesting. I love knickknacks. Like, I just love little things. I love collecting things, which is a problem because I don't need half the things that I collect, but it's fun. They have this huge section of different sized sketchbooks, and you could always use a sketchbook, bro. I'm probably just gonna use this to draw. Got this, it's really cute. I really like this, and it's like tiny so it can fit anywhere. Okay, also, I love like fabric stores and art stores clothing section. These sweatshirts are really good. This brand is really nice. So I just got a gray sweatshirt. I love fabric and art stores. Like, literally when I retire, I'm probably going to be a crafty person. Like, you're probably gonna see me up in a fabric and art store all the time. And I'm just gonna have my little projects. Like, when I retire, like, I'm just gonna have my little artsy little crafts and art projects and stuff. Lastly, I bought a whole bunch of embroidery thread because I need a lot more for my project. I'm just gonna put it in my box of thread that I already have, so yeah. I love embroidery. I think I'm actually gonna pick up embroidery like after this assignment. That's one of the things that I love about art school, or like going to school for art, is that I'm able to push the boundaries and learn new materials. I've never worked with thread before. I've never, like, half the stuff that I've done this semester I have not done before, or I haven't explored further before. And it's like, that's why I love art school, because you can literally, every assignment that your professor gives you materials, pick something new. Try something new. I'm having a lot of fun just exploring and trying new things with each project. I'm starting to have fun with life again, y'all, and I'm holding on to it. I'm holding on to it.
Ellen?
Hello, boys.
Huntsman. I'll live. Where are you?
Garber, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Okay. We're in crunch time, y'all. My project is due tomorrow for critique. This is what it looks like so far. Okay. We're gonna get it done, though. We're gonna get it done, but I'm so tired, y'all. Like, I'm so tired. I've also been trying to brainstorm ideas for my final, because my final is literally due the first week of December. No, the second week of December. And I'm just like, there's too many projects I have to think about. Like, looks like so far, I'm doing a split stitch all around the outline of the face. And then I might do a back stitch. This is what a back stitch looks like. So I might do a back stitch on these outlines, and then within the face I'm gonna do like a satin stitch. This is what a satin stitch looks like. And then I'm just gonna do like some dotted stuff. So I have all of these oranges, so I'm just gonna do like a value study on the face. So these two faces are gonna be orange, and then this one in the middle is gonna be blue with these like dark blues and light blues. That's the idea. So I'm just gonna spend the whole day doing this. So yeah, yesterday I spent the whole day like studying for stuff, because I have like an exam coming up, so I just studied. So now we're gonna grind and get this done.
When all is done and you feel free, when all is gone.
Okay, I'm about to do the foam now. What it looks like. Y'all, this is due today in my drawing class, and I'm not done, but it's okay. I'm just gonna try my best to get the rest of it done. This is what it looks like. super cool. I don't know. I like it, but I don't know. It says where I wear some. I put my glasses on too. But let's see. Firmly screw straw. Oh crap. Okay, let me actually read this and then come back. Okay, I'm getting ready for class right now. And I kind of just want to talk about, you know, having your art perceived. There's a lot of times where, like, I'm not confident in my art because, you know, I kind of I'm not really a confident person yet. I strive to become confident, but, you know, my art is a direct reflection of me. And so sometimes I'm not confident in my art. And especially sometimes when you're in a space with people that have a certain skill, you really just gotta step back and realize that your art is valid. Somewhere around the world, someone digs my crazy creative style. But sometimes I feel like my art is invalid. Like right now, I just did the foam. You just saw, please excuse my dog barking. But you just saw me do the foam. And, you know, looking back at my work, I'm like, is this too childish? A lot of my art isn't as mature, or what people would call as mature, is because mentally I feel very mature. You know, I've had to grow up fast, and I have a very mature mind for my age, and so my art is kind of an escapism from that maturity. I kind of get in touch with my inner childhood through my art. Like, I don't want my art to be like serious visually. Conceptually, my art is very serious. My art deals with very dark topics, a lot of it, but it doesn't look like that because I use a lot of color, I use a lot of abstract shapes. And so all I'm saying is that, you know, if you're in that same boat of you do very like art that doesn't seem mature, or it may seem childish or whatever, your art is valid. Who said that art has to look the same way? Who said that art has to look a certain way? You know what I'm saying? Your art is valid and you should be proud of it, you know? Don't let someone make you feel like your art is invalid. And also, like, during critiques, remember, they're opinions. You don't have to take what your classmates or your professor says so seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of feedback. But don't, you know, for example, let's say one of your classmates is like, this color palette is this, or this is this. You as an artist have an artistic license. You're able to create art the way you want to create it and how you see it. So what I'm basically trying to say is, don't let like your critique, comments, or feedback make you change your style unless you want to change it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people just don't see what your vision is in art, and that's okay. Not everybody has to agree with what you're doing. I don't know, just don't be discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, maybe listen to their feedback, but don't take it so seriously to the point where you're down on yourself, like, oh, my art is not good, or this or that. Like, you know who you are as an artist, and just cling on to that. Just embrace your style. Just embrace it. But this is what my piece looks like right now. It's basically like a narrative on like someone who suffers from like depression or is really sad, and it's basically talking about having to mask in front of other people. You know, on the left side and on the right side are orange faces, and those basically kind of symbolize, you know, you having to feel like you have to put on a happy face in front of everybody to kind of mask your true feelings. And so they're kind of, you know, that one's not done yet, but, you know, that one's kind of almost filled in to symbolize there's like life, there's growth, there's like a lot of happiness and joy. But underneath those masks is sadness and like emptiness. I don't know. This piece is just a narrative on like feeling like you have to present yourself in a happy way in front of people, but underneath that happiness is like emptiness and sadness. So that's what my piece is about. I'm not done with it, but when I get to my class, I'm literally just going to try my best to finish it, and then I'm just gonna turn it in. I've been working non-stop, hours on hours on hours on hours on hours on hours on this project, and I'm tired. Like, I'm trying to see which necklace I'm gonna wear today. Like, my fingers hurt. Like, I try my best with this one. So, this gold one. But yeah, I just sometimes feel like I'm not proud of my art around other people. Like, in my room or like alone with my art, I feel very proud of it, but when I have to present it, I feel very nervous, and I think that just has to do with I don't like being perceived, and my art is a reflection of myself. So essentially, I'm being perceived when I show my art to my classmates. So that's why I think I'm scared. One last thing before I like go eat before class. Also, it's cold. To wear my big green scarf. I love this thing. It's like a blanket. You know what I'm saying? Like in class, just be like. But anyways, all I want to say is art doesn't have to be serious. Art should be fun. Like, the world is too serious. Okay, so let my art be fun, crazy, cool, creative. Art does not have to be mature and serious all the time. Like, the world is already serious enough. Let my art be fun and silly. That's the mindset I'm trying to have. Because I just be feeling bummed. I've been feeling so bummed out when I see other artists around me do such realistic art, but that's their style. I have to remember that everybody's style is unique and it's important to them and it's special to them. And art would be very boring if we all have the same style. So it's okay that me and the next person have different styles. I just have to remember that. I need to gain confidence in my style. So, and it's so crazy because the people around me tell me all the time, your art's so cool, it's so pretty, like, I really like this. But for some reason, I'm like, why don't I like my art when I present? I think I'm just scared of being judged. I think that's why. But yeah, like, one of my classmates, like, she was like, I really like your art. And I was like, thank you. And I was like, I don't really like it right now. Like, I'm in the stage where I don't really like the work. I like the work that I'm creating. I just don't like looking at it when it's presented in front of other people. And she was like, I feel like a lot of artists are like that because it's your work. You see the flaws in it and you see, you know, what's wrong with it. But really, to other people, it's cool and creative. So I'm like, y'all, love yourself. Love your art. If you're an artist, your art is so freaking cool and your mind is so freaking cool and creative. That's a lot to say. I need to go eat for class now, but so I can still embroider because I'm not finished yet. So